quite a second half for Peyton there.
Yeah, you know, the only thing close to it that I've seen, you know, Utah had 30 in the first half at Iowa State a couple of years ago. But, you know, he made big shots in the second half that just changed everything.
What got him going, do you think?
Well, we wanted to get him going, you know, so we tried to run some stuff for him, but the way they play defense, it has to happen naturally. You got to move it, you got to push it in transition, you got some there. We did run some stuff for him, so we got some stuff there. But for the most part, you know, we just got to move it, and find him and understand, like, we're trying to get it to him.
Fran, you guys are down 15. Where's the resiliency come from for this team?
Well, there was plenty of time. Yes, there was no need to panic. You know, we got, you know, a group with great character. They were locked in during the timeout, and you know, obviously we scored the next 5. And that changes everything.
Besides obvious superlatives, how would you describe what Josh did tonight?
He was exhausted. I mean, you know, he played as hard as he could every possession at both ends of the floor. They made phenomenal decisions, made big shots, made big plays. I mean, he was really, really special. And when he played 44 minutes, almost 45. So, you know, steals, assists, rebounds. That's who he is.
He made the jump from freshman to sophomore, but what allowed him to make the jump again from sophomore to junior?
Well, I mean, he's really healthy and he's stronger, he's lifted, he's older, he's seen it. I mean, there's no substitute for that in this league, you know, at this level. There's a lot of times, you know, like a lot of these guys are transfers, but they've been around, they know what they're doing. And Fred's done a really good job of blending those guys who came from a lot of different places. And not easy to do sometimes, but if you have a mature group, you got a chance to be special.
Fran, Josh just never seems to get sped up, never seems to get rattled, just kind of plays at his own pace. I mean, how much of an asset is that, and how much can you really teach into that, and how much is just kind of within himself?
Yeah, that's just who he is. He's always played that way. He played that way in high school, he played that way in AAU. You know, I remember watching him and thinking, you know, this guy is like the real deal. Like, and he was, you know, fairly heavily recruited, but I think he was under-recruited for as good as he is. But again, he didn't care. He was just playing. You know, whoever recruits me, and I'll just go do what I do. And I'm glad he's a Hawk.
You went with that same 5 or 6 down the stretch.
Yeah, I struggled with that a little bit. You know, I wanted to get Sadhu back in there. I knew Owen's going to need a blow. He had that little stretch where, you know, he got a little sideways, took him out, relax, get back in there. Boy, did he make an impact when he went back in. I'm so proud of him. You know, both ends, you know, because they're pretty good at getting downhill. They got a number of different guys that can get downhill. They run a lot of really good actions, whether it's handoffs, ball screens, rescreens, you know, Detroit action, and puts a lot of pressure on the 5-man. He did a really good job.
So especially in overtime, it seems like he really was a big difference maker on
Yeah,
the defensive
you know,
end.
and he had 4 fouls. You know, with his 5th, but he was really good before that.
What happened to Felwell?
He's, you know, it's a lingering issue that he's had with his lower leg.
Is there anything you can share about Cooper?
Same health issue that he's had before. So that's going to be day to day, week by week.
Josh said you guys tried to foul at the end of regulation. He said it felt like he fouled him.
Well, we had a foul to give with 5.8 or whatever it was. So we wanted them to inbound and take a dribble into a foul, which we did. And it was going to foul right away. You know, Williams kind of caught it on the run. So we kind of hit him, but then it's like, okay, what if he pulls? No, I don't want a 4-point play. So we should have fouled him on the catch. But it's unfortunate. He wanted to foul. He thought he fouled. He said, I fouled him. He thought he was certain he fouled him. The ref's like, I didn't see it. I didn't see him foul him, so I let it go. So we'll go with the official on that.
Fran, with Price had a couple of huge plays, offensive rebound, kicked out back in the corner 3. I mean, it just seemed like he.
And the steal was huge. He was terrific all night. I mean, he is an underrated defensive player. You know, he'll stick his nose on the glass, which is really big for us, because we don't start a big team. So, you know, he's 6'7", so he's got to get in there and mix it up.
How big can a win like this be this time?
He's
Go
been
ahead.
trying to ask a question for about 20 minutes.
All right, that's
On
fine.
Friday, how important was it to see what you saw from your team tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I expected them to perform professionally. They came and practiced really well on Sunday and Monday, and they were ready, you know, to compete against a really good team.
How big can a win like this be this time of year?
Well, you know, you believe in yourselves, you believe in each other, you know, and you have a sense that you're never out of it. But that's what this league is, and there's going to be a lot of games like this.
Fran, I know you referenced Utah off there. This is the first time two of your guys have scored 30 points in the same game since 2022. I think it was Keegan Murray and Jordan Bohannon. I guess, what do you think about that, to have that type of performance?
Well, you know, like I said, the way they play defense, those two guys are going to have to be big, and they were. The same thing happened last year. I think we made 16 last year against them. But you know, they make it really hard on you to drive the ball from the wing to get into the post. So you got to move it, and recognize, am I open to shoot a three, or can I drive the closeout, which is what we did. They made them.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Fran.
Thanks, Fran.